It's pulling in that additional moisture from the Gulf. Now, if these winds were just as strong out of the north, it would be a very different story. Currently, we're looking at winds around 7 to maybe 15 miles per hour. So across the board, I'd say a light breeze early, but winds are going to gradually pick up. So by lunchtime today, again, winds could be gusting around 25 to 30. And then I think through the afternoon, that's when they'll pick up with gusts around 30 to 35. Temperatures much more mild today. It is not as chilly as yesterday. It's going to be a warm day ahead. 59 in Conroe, 60 degrees in Tomball, 62 in Sugar Land. So mild conditions. You know, the kiddos, they do not need that sweater today. Let's check out the winds. Let me take it hour by hour. 9:30 this morning. Again, notice sustained winds around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and they will continue to drive out of the south, staying on the breezy side. So I don't know, Jen, 10 and 2. Hold on to the steering wheel throughout the afternoon.
It's like that's something that everybody's going to have to keep their eye on and their hands on the wheels, like you said.
Try to take off the shoes. I saw the shoes go flying.
He's running pretty fast too, but he was caught.
He's like,
he was caught. He should have run more.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He should have been caught.
All right, shoes came flying off of him. Hats might come flying off of us today,
yes, and maybe some active wind advisory. Wind advisory today. Notice for a big part of the area, Montgomery County area is northward, not under this wind advisory, but everybody else is from 9 a.m. through 6 o'clock. So that leads me to our fire risk. Notice the active burn bans that are also in place. It's not area wide, but we do have isolated counties, Walker, Polk, Brazoria County, under an active burn ban into Austin and Washington County. So you just want to be extra mindful. We are really dry. We have not had any recent rain. And even in our extended forecast over the next 7 days, rain chances are extremely limited. I would say less than a 10% chance. Right now, we have winds that are anywhere from 7 miles per hour to notice 13 miles per hour inside the city. The difference today, see how these winds are out of the south, so they're breezy, but it is going to add a touch of higher humidity, and that will make all the difference when we're talking about fire danger. So across a big part of the state, it's at high levels from Dallas, maybe areas just north of us. However, included in a big part of the area, it's anywhere from that moderate to high category. So that's the winds, the dry soil. So we just need to be extra mindful, okay, because we haven't had recent rain and we're tracking some breezy winds. Let me take you throughout the day today with the winds. 9:30 this morning. Remember that wind advisory takes effect at 9 a.m. Sustained winds out of the southwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 25. I say after lunchtime today, not out of the question, wind gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour. That's enough to just kind of disrupt the neighborhood, move things around. So if you can, secure things in the back of your home, make sure the trash is in with the lid on top, then your neighbors don't have to worry about it. Visibility is not a problem today. That's the surface. It helps to mix out some of those low-level clouds. A beautiful shot over NRG this morning. Good old Galveston, downtown. Temperatures this morning in the 60s. Remember those 30s and 40s from yesterday? They are long gone. It's much more mild out there. 59 in Cleveland, 59 in Conroe, 62 this morning in Sugar Land. No need for the sweater or the jacket today. Take a look at your hour-by-hour planner. High temperatures are building in. You ready for that? It's kicking in today. And then that's also going to take you right through cook-off as well. Pollen is not changing either. Still at heavy levels with the tree category. That has been the main problem since last week. So let's talk about cook-off. Opening day, near record heat tomorrow afternoon. This is for your Thursday. Record tomorrow is 86. So we're flirting with our daily record high. We do get a weak front that passes early Friday. Just keeps our temperatures more low 80s. Notice those low temperatures Saturday morning back into the upper 50s. But Jen, we have a stretch. And again, Thursday for opening day cook-off, you're up to 85 near record highs. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, to Chita with the windy Wednesday.
That is so from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So first thing this morning, you're going to say, okay, it's breezy, but it's this afternoon. Heads up. What are you doing? Anything outside today? You're going to be impacted by the winds. Okay, mild start this morning. You're up about 20 degrees from yesterday. The reason, higher relative humidity. We have a few clouds out. The clouds act like a blanket. That's why we're starting off mild this morning. By lunchtime, 78. High temperatures today are into the 80s. We start 80s today. That takes you right through the upcoming weekend. The average high temperature right now, 70 degrees. That's where we should be. We do have some active burn bans in effect for Brazoria, Austin, Washington County, Walker, and Polk. So not everyone under a burn ban, but this is just the start. We have really dry soil, and now in combination with that, we have some strong winds. So just be extra mindful of that today. Check out your high temperature on Thursday. We're going to go 82 today, 85 tomorrow for the start of cook-off. Tomorrow, the record high is 86. So boy, we're getting close to that. Friday, notice temperatures drop just by a couple degrees. Jen, you see that 83? That's thanks to a weak, dry, cold front. Not much cold in that cold front. We will talk about rain chances, though, in the extended.
Not at all. And Chita, you and I were talking about how it's going to be a pretty warm cook-off.
Very warm tomorrow afternoon. Yes, people are going to be sweating in their boots. That's for sure.
So whatever long sleeves are.
You know, it's nice to look at. And
You're
like
not?
To sit and, no,
Are you sure?
We're not sure. No, we're not.
Every now and then I get, okay, no, I'm just kidding. You know, you were showing all of that from the bomb cyclone in the northeast, all of the snow. Check this out. We will be flirting with our daily record high temperature tomorrow. You thinking about cook-off already? Maybe you're going Friday or Saturday. Not quite as warm as tomorrow, but I want you to be prepared. 85 for your Thursday afternoon. Yeah, you heard that right, 85. Our record high tomorrow is 86. I have been digging through some of our past records and our past years for our barbecue cook-off. 2017, we did hit a high of 88. So I'm going to keep digging and see what I can find. And I'll show you that coming up at 6 o'clock. But it is going to be warm. Today is going to be breezy. What you need to know for today, active wind advisory in effect from 9 a.m. through 6 o'clock this evening. So sustained winds anywhere at times from 15 to 20 miles per hour. But it's these gusts are up to about 35 miles per hour. So again, wind advisory in effect. I say windy Wednesday. That's the case. So through your lunchtime hour, that's when winds will be gusting, and through the afternoon. 82 today, 80s kick in starting today. Your average high temperature is 70. So we're already well above average. And then tomorrow coming close to that record high. Active burn bans in effect for Brazoria, Austin, Washington, Walker, and Polk County. Keep that in mind. You know, we've been really dry. We have not seen much rain, and really even in the forecast, there's not much rain in the forecast. Southerly winds right now around 10 miles per hour, I'd say on average. But remember, it's after about 10 o'clock this morning. That's when you're really going to notice the winds. Our risk for fire, we have an elevated fire risk. Moderate conditions in the blue. That's the case for South Texas. North Texas is where those active red flag warnings, and West Texas really elevated today, very high to even spots with the red at extreme levels. Now here locally, we kind of split the difference a little bit between moderate and high. And the reason, even though we're really dry, we have not had much rain across the board, our winds, even though they're breezy, they're out of the south. So they pick up some moisture out of the Gulf, and that helps our dew point. So at least the relative humidity is a little bit higher, and that overall helps the fire danger across the area. Watch the winds. So by lunchtime today, they'll be picking up, notice sustained winds at times around 20, 25 miles per hour, gusts around 30 to 35. That's the case right through the afternoon. So again, windy Wednesday. That's what's on. 20 degrees warmer from yesterday. No sweater weather today. High temperatures go up to 82. Again, that record high for tomorrow. Jen, I'm going to keep digging. Not sure if you remember 2017, but can you believe the cook-off was at 88?
Oh,
we see such extremes this time of the year.
Yes.
It's like 20s to near 90, all the things.
If you
It was 40 degrees cooler, and now it's 85 tomorrow?
This time of the year, we can get all the extremes. Some of these where our record highs are in the upper 80s. So it is like, woo-wee, you can go either way. It is a warm, windy Wednesday. That'll wake you up here this morning. Look at this active wind advisory in effect from 9 to 6. Some of our wind gusts today up to about 30 to 35 miles per hour. Whoa, look at this 24-hour temperature change. Oh my goodness, 22 degrees warmer right now in Katy compared to yesterday. Check out Conroe, 28 degrees warmer. Wow, I mean 20 to 30 degrees. So it is a very mild day. Really at noon when I think our winds will be picking up. This afternoon, you see that 82. Our average this time of the year is 70. tomorrow, opening day of the cook-off. You ready? Getting excited? 85. Our record tomorrow is 86. Jen, this is only the beginning, starting today, of a 80s, so real spring-like weather right through the weekend. More on that in just a little bit.
Now, Orbit's birthday bash is on Friday, June 5th. Yes, that means Friday night fireworks, too, at the game.
Oh my goodness.
So it's coming up. Yeah.
I know, that's always makes for a special night as well.
We love the Star Wars.
And it
night
feels like
there.
spring.
It does feel
It
like
feels like
spring.
baseball.
It's baseball weather.
So, let me tell you what I've been doing.
What do you mean?
I looked through our past records. Jen brought this up earlier this morning of, is this the hottest barbecue, forecast that we've had? So, like plus or minus maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Those 2 or 3 weeks can make all the difference. So, like mid-February is not the same as the first week of March, right? But when you dig back and you look at the actual first kickoff day for the year, it looks like 2017 holds the record of 88 degrees. All right, the forecast this year, so tomorrow, is 85, so it is going to be very, very close. But looking even, last year, remember how nice it was? 73. What can also happen, though, is maybe we get a cold front at the beginning or maybe the end of cook-off. So I know maybe some of your pictures or memories vary a little bit, but for the first day of cook-off on Thursday over the past couple of years, you can't see. Now look at 2023, February 23rd of 2023, we did see a high of 83. So that 85 tomorrow, I know it feels like extremes, and it probably comes down as one of the warmest, maybe top 10 or something like that. But yeah, looking at the records, 2017. So if you're thinking back. Today we have an active wind advisory. This wind advisory takes effect at 9 a.m. It continues through 6 o'clock this evening. Some of our wind gusts are between 30 to 35 miles per hour. So I would say, try to secure anything maybe loose around your house, and that's going to keep your neighborhood nice and tidy, nice and clean. Now this is leading to, the concerns of fire danger. We do have active burn bans in place, not everywhere, but Brazoria, Austin, Washington, Walker, Polk County. Remember, we are really dry. We are all in a drought. It just depends on which stage, that variation across the state. Today, winds are going to be stronger than yesterday. Breezy already, 16 miles per hour inside the city. But as I take you into the future here with our future track winds, they're going to continue to increase. That's a snapshot at noon. Sustained winds around 20 miles per hour. That's when we could be looking at some of those gusts around 30 to 35. So the fire risk today, either are isolated spots closer to San Angelo, notice just southwest of Lubbock, that are extreme. Here locally, we're kind of right on the border between moderate and high. I show you this just to keep this in mind. The soil is dry and our temperatures are warm, and now our winds are going to be picking up. Compared to yesterday, we're a good 20 to 25 degrees warmer. Hello, 60s. Those 30s and 40s are long gone. This afternoon, high temperatures are going to 82. The average for this time of the year is 70. So it's a quick warm up today. It's again, Jen, tomorrow 85. The daily record high tomorrow afternoon is 86. So we are flirting with some records starting tomorrow, and these 80s take you right through the weekend. I'll send it over to you.
Hopefully they have those portable ACs. Is what we'll be wondering in the tents, right?
You're going to need it at least overnight. The evening gets a little bit cooler, so that's nice.
Yes. Okay.
A windy Wednesday.
It is a wind advisory that takes effect at 9 a.m. through 6 o'clock this evening. And so everyone, hold on to those hats. Luckily, that dirt is inside NRG. Check this out. We are anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees warmer right now compared to yesterday at this time. So those 30s and 40s, they are long gone. We are welcoming 60s and short sleeves kind of weather. 78 at noon, south wind around 20 miles per hour. This is really when our winds start to pick up. Lunchtime through the afternoon, high temperatures go to 82. The average today is 70. Check out the pollen. It's the cedar under the tree category. For 2 weeks now, it's been sitting at heavy levels. But check this out. Okay, this is a live shot over NRG. I know, went pretty quickly there. Jen, tomorrow for cook-off, 85. Daily record high of 86 tomorrow. Record challenging temperatures, notice even through the weekend, 80s. But get your boots ready. I'll send it over to you.
There'll be so much traffic. We all know how.
I've never seen Bridgerton, but I do like Whataburger.
I know.
I'm on board.
either. I'll see it like 6 years from now. Sold.
Yeah,
Yes.
laying in bed, you'll just catch up on all of it. You know what I would say today?
What'd you say?
What a warm, windy Wednesday. Say that 5 times. Continues through 6 o'clock this evening. This is the weather story today. It's also warm, but the winds are going to be picking up. So breezy yesterday, today it is windy. Let me show you on our future track. So you're waking up to winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. I'm going to take you quickly into 10:30 this morning, and this is when the winds really start to pick up. So they're out of the south. That is picking up some Gulf moisture, and at least it's spreading that humidity across the area. I know, you're like, we don't need the humidity, but that actually keeps our fire risk a little bit lower than it would if we had a north wind in place. So we'll take it. At lunchtime today, sustained winds out of the south-southwest around 20, maybe even 25 miles per hour. That's why I think today we could be looking at wind gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour. So you are going to notice the winds. Now let's talk about this elevated fire risk across the state. Everyone across the state of Texas is in a drought. It just depends on how severe, where. So do you see these isolated spots of the red? That's at an extreme risk. Now that's areas in West Texas. North Texas from Amarillo into Lubbock getting a little break with the winds. Same for Dallas, but still at high levels as far as your fire danger today. We're kind of right on the border. Notice we're anywhere from moderate in the blue to high risk today. So I show you all this, say, hey, just keep this in mind. Our soil is dry. We haven't had rain. Forecast is dry over the next 7 days. No sweaters today. Oh, man, 20 to 30 degrees warmer right now compared to yesterday. 78 at noon. There's the wind sustained around 20 miles per hour by the afternoon. See that 80 or above average. Check this out. So tomorrow we're talking about how warm it's going to be for the kickoff of our barbecue cook-off. Are you ready for it? It's exciting. Our record is 88 degrees set in 2017. We are going to come close. Tomorrow's forecast is 85. Look at the years past. I'll even take you back down to 2023. So this is February 23rd, 2023, 83 degrees. So cook off, anything goes. We are expecting 85. The record tomorrow, the daily record high is 86. Very coming close to either tying or potentially breaking the record high for tomorrow, 85. Now, we're still staying in the 80s through the weekend. We have a weak, dry, cold front that's going to pass early Friday, but check out at least Saturday morning, you're dropping down to the 50s. We'll take it Sunday morning days. Next week, maybe rain chances return Wednesday, but until then, Jen, warm and windy. On over to you.
All right, Chita, thank you.
A.m. to 6 p.m. Some of our wind gusts this afternoon around 30 to 35 miles per hour. So some strong winds at times. Check out tomorrow. You're up to 85. The daily record high is 86. You ready for that? We stay in the 80s through the upcoming weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a warm barbecue cook-off this year and really a warm start to rodeo. I'll send it over to you, Jen.